And back here at Camden Yards, Manny Machado, the rookie, only 20 years old. Oh, look, it's Cal. Oh, my. And shakes hands with him on the way by. Let's take a look at our train game time temperature and what's turning out to be a very nice evening here. 87 degrees, humidity up 59%, and overcast skies, but clearing up as we've moved along into this day. Visit Train.com for an independent train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Here's the starting lineup for the Yankees, brought to you by Dodge. Jeter, Swisher, Cano, Rodriguez, Chavez, and Granderson, Martin, Ibanez, and Ichiro. Cano this season having an outstanding year, an MVP candidate. See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com and check out their powerful lineup.
And here's a scouting report tonight on Jason Hammel. It is Hammel time. Welcome back, Jason Hammel. After undergoing arthroscopic knee surgery and missing almost 2 months, the Orioles are lucky to have him back here in September. Well, the fastball is his key. Before Jason's knee started to affect his game, the fastball was his most dominant pitch. He was able to locate it in and out and had great sinking life at the end and the bottom of the zone, producing a lot of ground balls. And when he can get ahead, slide on, Jason, slide on. It's a great swing and miss pitch for him. He throws it hard, down in the dirt, late action, getting a lot of strikeouts with that pitch.
So the Orioles begin the 4-game set. The Yankees are 77 and 59. The Orioles 76 and 60. Jason Hammel, fewer hits than innings pitched, not a lot of walks. Lefties, no success, 201, and the righties at 271. And Derek Jeter will lead it off. The Yankee shortstop having a tremendous year and doing it against the Orioles too. 379 against the Orioles so far this year. And he will take the pitch for a strike, something he's not been doing a lot of.
Great pitch right there from Jason Hammel. Started a lot of emotions right there for Jason. Good to see him get ahead with a first pitch strike.
Hammel with the 0-1 delivery, and Jeter will take it outside, scooped up by WIETERS. For Jason Hammel against the Yankees, 7 previous starts. He's 1-3, ERA a little over 6 against New York. 1-1 delivery on the way. Jeter will take it outside, 2-1. Hammel this year against the Yankees back on April 30 took a loss. 2 runs, 5 hits over 6. He was non-decisioned in May. 5 runs, 7 hits over 5. Hardy's going to go behind the bag, and he'll get him.
Take a look at the Orioles defense tonight in this electric Camden Yards. McLeod out in left field. Jones in center, Markakis in right, Machado and Reynolds on the corners. J.J. Hardy at short, Robert Andino getting a start at second base, and Matt WIETERS once again behind the dish.
That'll bring up Nick Swisher. Swisher continues in the number 2 spot primarily because it's working. He's been able to get some hits there. He's gone a little bit cool of late, hitting 265 overall with the 20 home runs. A switch hitter, of course, and will stand in left-handed here against Hammel. Swisher lefty, hitting 265, 15 home runs. That'll go to short. Hardy, big skip in the dirt. Reynolds gets it.
Boy, a great play by J.J. Hardy. And a super finish on the end by Reynolds. See this bullet to J.J. Hardy's backhand. Nice first step quickness. Gets his feet under him. Fires it over, but Mark Reynolds, who has been spectacular at first base with a great snatch out of the dirt from J.J. Hardy. Another great play by both Hardy and Reynolds.
He put a little ending on that, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
A little
nice finish.
Flip of the glove. So Hardy and Reynolds combined for the first 2 outs of the ball game. Here is Robinson Cano. Cano was actually out of the batter's box taking that pitch. He had no intention of doing anything except watching it. Cano's had big numbers against Hammel, 7 for 20 with a home run. This Yankee lineup has pummeled Jason Hammel. There's no other way to put it. They have huge numbers against him. But as Mike Bordick said before the game, this is not the same Jason Hammel.
No, it sure isn't. He's a lot stronger now. Jason Hammel really battled through that whole first half of the season with the knee. I mean, he couldn't build his endurance up properly. So with his knee being strong and able to get his running in, his arm is fresh. So he should be strong here in September.
Cano with the 0-2 count. Up speed pitch is going to miss up high. And the count will go to 1-2. One of the interesting starts to this game is that you got a couple in the lineup, Swisher and Granderson, who are really struggling against right-handers this season. And Cano is going to need to pick a little bit of that up for the Yankees offense to deliver. That is going to miss inside, and the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cano this year is hitting .224 off lefties, but .351 off right-handers. He has got the #1 average in the American League against right-handed pitching. Joe Girardi's team with a game lead over the O's. That'll go to second base. Andino. Three ground ball outs. Orioles will come up. Markakis to kick it off. For the Orioles, they'll come into this homestand 37-30 here at Camden Yards. Let's take a look at the lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Markakis, Hardy, and McLeod. Jones, Wieters, and Reynolds. Davis, Machado, and Andino. And for Mark Reynolds this season, well, those are the season numbers, but much hotter than that over the last 2.5 weeks.
And here's the scouting report on David Phelps. He is versatile. 19 appearances out of the pen. This will be his 8th start. And the Yankees have looked to him for some consistency in the starting rotation. Strike thrower? All year he has been really good at pounding that strike zone and limiting his walks. But his last start against the Orioles, 6 walks in just 4 2/3 innings. See how he responds tonight. Curve and cutter, those are his finish pitches. Likes to spike that curveball in the dirt to get some swing and misses.
So he is making back-to-back starts against the Orioles. See the hits per innings pitched down. Walks at 27. Righties struggle against him. Left-handers so-so with the 11 home runs total. Here's Nick Markakis, and Nick will take it outside for a ball. Markakis in the leadoff spot has passed that 300 mark, as you see, going to 301 overall on the season. Ground ball towards the middle. Cano diving. He's got it. Can't get up. And got him! He struggled to get up off the ground, but that strong arm gets the out on Markakis.
Wow, pretty good play right there. We had been talking in past few games. Robinson Cano a little lackadaisical out at second base, but what a great effort here, diving up the middle, showing his great range and strong arm there just to get Markakis in time.
There's where the stretch of the first baseman really mattered.
It did come into play there.
Nick Swisher, a nice stretch over there to help Cano. So we've had some significant infield plays early in this ball game by both teams. Here's J.J. Hardy, the Orioles shortstop. 2 hits, 5 at bats, lifetime off David Phelps. Hardy at .231 on the year. And Phelps' fastball is going to miss down low. Markakis and Reynolds, 2 of the leading offensive forces during the road trip for the Orioles, coming home with that 4-2 mark. 1-1 delivery, that'll catch the outside corner. And when David Phelps is on, he'll be looking to do that. He can pinpoint a pretty good fastball. Hardy waiting on a 1-2. That's going to be in the right field for a base hit. Hardy went against the grain. They had moved Cano behind second base, and he put it right through the second base spot.
And here's a look at the Yankees defense. Ibanez in left field, Granderson in center, Suzuki in right field, Chavez and Swisher on the corners, Derek Jeter and Robinson Cano up the middle, and Martin back behind the plate.
Here's Nate McLeod, continues in the number 3 spot, playing in left field. 0 for 2 against the rookie Phelps on the mound. All these limited numbers coming, of course, in that last game in Phelps' last outing. Chavez moves in at third base, recognizing the speed here. Not so much looking at a sacrifice, but the potential for a bunt base hit.
And Nate McLeod has the ability to do that. And he can fly.
Hardy at first base, short lead. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That'll be on the inside corner for a strike, and it'll go to 1-1. McLeod solidifying that left field spot for the Orioles. We're talking with Buck Scholl about that on the road trip, how the lineup has become much steadier in terms of day after day looking the same, with McLeod and Manny Machado inserted in left and third. That's going to be a base hit into center field. Granderson's got it. The Orioles have 2 on and 1 down.
A couple great back-to-back swings by the Orioles. J.J. Hardy shooting one to right field. Nate McLeod staying on that low fastball, driving it back up the middle.
Phelps has got to have a little memory of that last start when the Orioles got to him in that ball game with all those walks that he surrendered. See whether or not Orioles are able to do that again here as Adam Jones stands in.
Yeah, well, the Orioles had him on the ropes with those 6 walks. Every inning that he had pitched, he was in trouble, but he was able to pitch out. It rolled a couple double play balls to get out of a jam.
On a check swing, went around on it. Home plate umpire Mike Winters making the call, and a strike one on Jones. Adam Jones, 4-game hit streak. He went 1 for 4 against Phelps in that last outing. Runners at first and second, and the outfield deep and swung around to right field. Here's the 0-1. Jones to third and just missed. For Adam Jones, he hopes to get that home run ball back. He certainly did when he hit his 27th against Toronto, leading the ball club, and that was a rainmaker.
That was a great swing. Incredible height and distance on that home run. It's good to see him getting that stroke back.
He's had 1 home run against the Yankees this year with a couple of RBIs with a good average, hitting .291 against Yankee pitching on the season.
Did have a home run robbed up at Yankee Stadium in that last series, and Dickerson went over the wall to take one away in right center.
269 with runners in scoring position for Jones. He gets the first chance, first inning. Adam will take it outside. Martin, that was right where they wanted it to go. After the loss in Toronto last night, Adam Jones was very succinct. Let's go home. We have some business to handle.
He does not beat around the bush. He is a very focused young man. He was walking through the clubhouse last night and talking, saying phrases like that. And somebody asked why he was upset, and he kind of gave him a cross-eyed look. Are you kidding me? We just lost.
Fastball will be up and in. And it's 2-2. So if Phelps goes to order here, he's going to go with that slider, a fastball down and away again. We started to see teams start to do that again.
Yeah.
Because Adams been going after that pitch that's out of the strike zone, down and away.
Yeah, he's been so good, though, laying off that hard slider down and away all year, and just been tearing up mistakes by the pitchers. But a lot of pitchers going back to that pitch.
2-2 delivery. He blocked. How about that? And immediately that'll bring a pitching coach to the mound. I mean, he didn't even wait on that one. Obviously got caught in mid-thought right there, and Larry Rothschild is out.
Take a look at it here. He did go into his windup and then said, hey, I don't want to throw this pitch. I'd rather have runners at second and third, I guess.
Well, there's the first break of the series. And it goes to the Orioles. Remember, this is a rookie who's only 25 years old, and as Mike said, he's only making his 8th major league start and his 27th appearance in this ball game. In the last start, those are the numbers he put up. None of them so bad, except for those 6 walks that got him into trouble. So the Orioles have 2 in scoring position.
Well, that's big, because that Yankees series up there at Yankee Stadium, when he had trouble, runners at first and second, even the bases loaded, he was able to roll that ground ball and get out of some jams with a double play ball. Well, that balk allows him to stay out of the double play.
2-2 delivery to Adam, and that's going to go to center field. Granderson coming, diving, does not get it. He trapped it. He'll throw to second base, runner back, RBI single. And the Orioles have a 1-0 lead on the sinking line drive on Curtis Granderson, who generally plays 10 feet shallower. On this at bat was playing back.
Yeah, he was. I mean, we had made note of that in the last series. He would play shallow in the left center gap while he was deep and over on the right field side. You see him get the break on the ball and just comes up short. Very lucky and fortunate to be able to trap that ball, though, because if it gets by him, Adam Jones is going to be running for a long time. So J.J. Hardy tagging and scoring easily. Nate McLeod with the tough read heads back to second base.
So Jones will get the RBI. The Orioles get the 1-0 lead. Here is Matt Wieters. Wieters had a homer off David Phelps, 2 for 4, and he goes to left field, into the corner, at the wall. Goodbye, home run! He's got another one. A 3 RB homer by Matt Wieters. The Orioles igniting Camden Yards in the first inning. They take a 4-0 lead on the Yankees as Phelps surrenders the long ball. And Matt Wieters gets his second home run against this 25-year-old right-hander. And the Orioles on top, 4 runs on 4 hits and still only 1 away. Here's Reynolds. And the pitch for a strike.
We'll take a look at this swing from Matt Wieters. Pitch out and over. Great left-handed swing from Matt Wieters. Such power to be able to go the opposite way, and the stadium comes alive. What a great effort, taking advantage of that big balk by Phelps.
Wieters getting his 4th home run against the Yankees. He now closing in on a .400 average against the Yankees this year. He's got 4 home runs and 8 RBIs against the Yankees on the season. Here is Mike Reynolds taking the pitch outside and a 1-ball 2-strike count. Now when we talk about home runs, you got to talk about Reynolds. 6 home runs, 13 RBIs coming off the road trip. He was just a house of fire.
Oh my gosh, that bat got going and he did not stop. 6 home runs on the trip, really sparking the Orioles offense.
Slider will be taken outside for a ball. Phelps has given up 12 home runs now. Only 5 of those have been hit by right-handers. Wieters, of course, the switch-hitting catcher, getting his 5th right-handed. Reynolds will take the pitch, and it's away. And the count goes full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
A great take right there from Mark Reynolds. That's a real hard cutter, 86 miles an hour. Not an easy pitch to lay off of.
3-2. And he walked him. So some immediate concern in the Yankee dugout as the captain Jeter and the catcher Martin will head out to the mound.
And Derek Jeter trying to settle him down while Matt Wieters and his teammates celebrate a little bit in there. Be happy to put some numbers up early on the Yankees and Phelps. 21 pitches already in just the first inning with only 1 out.
And that'll bring up the left-hander Chris Davis, the Orioles designated hitter. 23 home runs, 66 RBIs. Davis with an 0 for 3 against David Phelps in that first game. Reynolds off first base. Good slider cutting down and in on Davis, and an 0-1 count.
Pretty good pitch. I mean, he does have some quality pitches. Orioles have been able to take advantage of some mistakes and really hit some tough pitches as well.
0-1 delivered to Davis up high. For Phelps, his numbers with runners in scoring position, 245 overall. Not bad, not exceptional. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Outfield very deep. I'm really surprised at Granderson's play in center. 1-1, not because the Orioles don't have power hitters, but Granderson never does this. We've talked about every game played against the Yankees, how he plays as one of the shallowest center fields in all of baseball. But right from the get-go in this ball game, he's been playing not just center field, but a deep center field.
Yeah, maybe been getting beat a few times deep, and told him to, hey, you're gonna move back a little bit, protect those long balls.
Inside to Davis, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Orioles with a long ball here have now hit 19 home runs against the Yankees. The Yankees have had 18 against the Orioles. 2 thumping ball clubs have gone at it. Davis on a swing and a miss. And Phelps will get the strikeout. Now 2 down and a runner at first base.
A pretty good pitch here from Phelps. Really working that side of the plate. His glove side. Nice action. He catches the corner as it comes back with the 2-seamer.
And our Kia pitch tracks brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com. Manny Machado coming up with that 286 average. Really helped his cause on the recent road trip for the Orioles, where he really was outstanding, not only in the field but also at the plate. His bat showing up now game after game, and it's that nice, steady, solid swing that he puts on virtually every time he comes up. 2 down, 4 runs in here in the first inning. Machado will take the pitch, and it is in there for a strike.
And he has had some great at bats here. Seems to be settling in at the plate.
He went 11 for 25 on the road trip. That is a .440 batting average. Couple of doubles, 3 RBIs, and 4 runs scored. Pitch is way outside. See the numbers. Most total bases since August 9. Trout, of course, he's been screaming all year with his bat. Manny Machado's got 44. Right there with Donaldson. Ground ball towards second base. Cano's got this one. Will make the play over to first to record the out. But the Orioles send 8 batters to the plate. They will pick up 4 runs, 4 hits, none bigger than this one by WIETERS. A 3 RBI shot off Phelps. 4-0 Orioles. Special day as Cal is here. Sculpture was unveiled down on the field, spoke to the crowd. How was it?
It was a cool experience. I mean, I knew I'd be a little nervous and a little choked up out there, so I wanted to make sure that I wrote a speech and tried to get through it without some of the emotion. But coming down the field and feeling the energy here in this ballpark again, that's really, really cool. And this team is fun to watch.
I thought it was really nice of you. We talked about this when we were doing our open, that you mentioned this team on a day here when this ceremony was about you. It's a nice thought.
Well, I mean, that's the hard part when you're sitting down to write note or write your speech out there. It's not about me. I mean, really what this celebration is about the Orioles' history. And it was clear to me.
Manny Machado.
Nice play by Manny Machado. I saw you talking with him down in the dugout. Your impressions of the youngster?
Well, I assume you've had a conversation or two with him,
sure.
And I'm sure he's benefited from your wisdom and advice. But I saw him at the All-Star game, and I was probing, and you know me, trying to pick him apart a little bit. And I was really impressed with his knowledge of his own game and his size at shortstop and some of the things that he was working on in the minor leagues. So not only is he talented, he knows the game pretty well. So that surprised me. I wasn't expecting that.
That's good.
Really what separates Manny Machado is his instincts at such a young age. Really good out there.
He's got a cannon for an arm, too.
He sure does.
Here's Eric Chavez out playing at third base in the ball game, and the pitch will be taken up high.
What could you have done with that cannon? Played out there in left field a little deeper?
I might have played a few more years if I had a strong drive.
Will you go back on the story on Earl moving you to shortstop from third and how that happened?
Yeah, I mean, no advance warning whatsoever. I got my feet on the ground at third base. I started to get some hits, and then all of a sudden I came to the ballpark. I looked at the lineup really quickly, and I noticed the 6 was next to my name instead of the normal 5 at that time. And I just thought that maybe Earl stayed out a little too late and made the wrong number. But then they came up to him and he said, no, you're playing shorts tonight. And he said, all I want you to do is, if the ball's hit to you, catch it, get a good grip on it, take your time and throw it over to first base. And if he's safe, then he's only on first. He's not on second. That was a vote of confidence going out there.
Nice play by Robert Andino.
Well, Cal, you'd be really proud of the defense the Orioles have been playing lately. J.J. Hardy, especially up the middle, really solidifying it, but they've been playing great early on. A lot of fun to watch.
Well, as a shortstop, I mean, you look at for years looking at the Orioles and not taking away from anybody, I didn't see that sort of presence in the middle of the lineup or middle of the field. And J.J., I watched him in Milwaukee and all the places he's supposed to be. He's very fundamental. He understands where his positioning is. He makes every play look easy as opposed to making them look hard. I think he was the key. I tell you what, Manny Machado coming over there has solidified the defense. There's no longer sort of a platoon or revolving door at the corners. And now, and it's okay to have platoon players or revolving doors in some cases. You can get a lot out of that position. But I'm a firm believer if you have one person there, then you start executing at a higher level.
Yeah, I like that.
Curtis Granderson up, 2 down, nobody on, and the pitch will be taken up high.
Some great words talked about Brady Anderson. Of course, your brother Billy talking about, you know, your streak and things. They had a great perspective on that. But I have a question. At what point in your career did you say, I can overcome some injuries, I can play through some things? Seriously, because I think every player has to learn how to deal with that stuff.
You did it.
Yeah, well, a lot of guys do, but, I mean, you played 20 years.
Well, I'll answer that in the next inning,
all right,
if you allow me to stay.
Okay. He's working on it. He's going to be an analyst coming up on Sunday, of course.
I got to get used to it.
So you got to get used to it, so keep that headset right on. Cal's joining us here in the booth. Another 1-2-3 inning for Jason Hammel. Orioles lead. See, that's a real headshot, Cal.
That's a big headshot right there.
That's life size.
All right, question was posed. The question was, when did you realize you were going to be able to play through injuries at Mike Hester?
Well, I think, Brady Anderson said it really well about you inspired other players to play 162. And, I think BJ might have done it. I think Brady might have done that as well. But you do come to the grips with when you do get hurt. What's an injury that's sort of a nuisance that you can go out there and play with? And sometimes your guard goes down and you realize you play better. And all of a sudden you get more hits because you're not trying to do too much. And to me, I always made that connection that, okay, if I'm a little bit under the weather, I'm probably going to perform better. And there's a moment or two where you have to do it so you know you can. And then once you know you can, then you just do it.
Do you think your brother said in the ceremonies today, thought your numbers might have been even higher had you actually taken some time off? Do you think that's true?
Yeah, and that's the one regret you have. Most players said, I wish I would have played more. Yeah. Sometimes maybe my regret is I wish I'd have played less.
Yeah. No, but I'm sure you don't regret
No, but in actuality, it's important to be out there. But here's the analysis. If I handpicked 8 or 10 guys that I would have off days for, that I couldn't hit, my numbers would have to be better, especially my offensive number. You take a 5 for 40 off your numbers at the end of the year or so, they're better. Yeah. And then mentally is the hard part about the grind. And you know this, Bordy, is mentally, that's what you got to keep your hope up and you got to keep going. Because you're 0 for 16, you got a day game after night game, you got the best pitcher on the mound out there. Those things start to weigh on you. Yeah. And so if you had a mental day off, I think that sometimes might have helped as well.
Robert Andino at the plate, 2-ball, 2-strike count. The Orioles batting here in the second inning. Orioles sent 8 to the plate in the first, getting 4 runs on 4 hits off David Phelps, and Andino will foul that one back.
I do have a confession to make. When I was down here for Eddie's, remember the rain delay?
Yes.
And I was sitting in there in the dugout. I loved it when it rained. And every time it rained, I didn't care what the consequences were. I wanted it to rain out.
Really?
Yeah, because it was a different day. It was a unexpected change in the schedule. Wow. So I was sitting down there hoping it would be a rain out. You know, in my suit.
Just to shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know why. It's a weird thing, but it was a change in your schedule. That's all it was.
3-ball, 2-strike count here. Phelps continuing to struggle a bit, trying to find the strike zone, and when he's found it, he's been a little fat in there. Markakis and Hardy to follow for the Orioles. 3-2 to Andino. He'll put one high in the air to left field. RAUL IBANEZ is out there, and he will put it away for the out.
Okay, I need a little advice for my game on Sunday. I'm going in the booth at TBS. Do you watch the monitors or do you watch the field?
Both.
Which are you more comfortable with?
When?
You have to kind of learn that.
Oh, that's not helpful.
No, seriously. It's the same thing with you, like trying to hit. What do I got to tell you how to hit? You got to be comfortable. Same thing in the booth. Some people watch the monitor for the whole game and do the game off the monitor. Personally, I love to watch the game, so I like to see what's going on. Because on the monitor, you're confined to this pitch, but most of the time.
Yeah, it's hard to watch the pitches up here, is what I would say.
Yes, it is.
But I'd love to see the defense. I'd love to see the breaks. I'd love to see the base running from looking at the reel. It's a beautiful view from up here.
So what you do is you only watch the monitor when you want to get a better look at something.
Okay.
Better look at the batter's stance, better look at where the fielders are positioned, and you can't see it looking out. So you look at the monitor, and then you go back to the field. How's that? Man, I just made that up, you know.
I'll write that down during the break. Yes.
2 down.
But basically, I think what you said is you got to find your own way.
Yes, you do.
What you're telling me, and it's very similar to the big leagues playing shortstop. You got to find your own way.
Well, you know what's fun about watching it on the monitor? You can see what pitch is coming, you can see where the catcher is setting up, and then you can actually look on the field and see if there's some positioning adjustments. So it is fun. It is like being out in the middle of the infield.
Well, anymore though, when you're up here, all you get to do is see shifts, and more shifts. And I'm not an advocate of that necessarily. I think it's too much shifting.
Really?
It's too easy just to say, here are the charts and this is where you hit. There's more of a science to pitcher on the mound, count what he's doing, how he's hitting, where the location. Can I trust the pitcher to make that spot or not? I think there's a lot that changes pitch by pitch.
Well, it really puts a lot more pressure on the pitcher, does it not? When you've got the shift on, he's got to pitch to the shift or he's going to be in trouble.
Well, I don't know about you, Bordy, but we played a ton of people, pitch them away, play them away, and then all of a sudden they throw a curveball or a changeup to the guy, and it messes up your positioning. So I think the pitchers are left alone, and the defense says, okay, this is just what the stats say, and this is where he hits the ball, so we're going to play the percentages and the odds. But I'd much rather do it on a fluid hitter-by-hitter basis, pitch-by-pitch basis.
Pitch by pitch, Hardy is on. He will draw the walk, and the Orioles with 2 away will pick up the second walk on Phelps. Cal, I've got to ask you, I mean, obviously this season, as it is right now, is a rejuvenation for Oriole fans. It's been a long time. You feel that in the city?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel it with myself. I mean, normally you wonder what's the progress in the game when you're traveling. You look to the next day. I mean, it's not an age where you're looking at the paper anymore. You're looking at your iPhone or your iPad to keep up with it. So yeah, there's a buzz, and I know there's a buzz because people keep talking about the Orioles. So there's a genuine buzz here in the city.
Well, there was a buzz here in this ballpark. That'll be the final out of the inning, as today Cal Sculpture unveiled. All of you that weren't able to be here will have the opportunity to see it anytime. We greatly appreciate your coming to join us, Cal. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the advice too.
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks, Bordy.
First of 4 against the Yankees, and the unveiling of the sculpture for Cal Ripken Jr. earlier today, and then WIETERS celebrated it with a 3-run homer in the first inning. HAMMEL has retired the first 6 batters faced his return to the rotation. 21-31 day. The Orioles have a 4-0 lead. Jason HAMMEL will work to Martin. The catcher will take it on the inside corner for a strike. The Yankees hope Russell Martin's offense is going to come around here in the final month. He had 3 RBIs in last night's win, most RBIs since June 10, and he's given the Yankees the lead twice in that ball game last night. He had one of his best offensive ball games. He's collected back-to-back 2-hit ball games for just the second time this season. Russell Martin at the plate. Here's the 0-2 delivery. And that'll be away in a 1-ball 2-strike count.
Great velocity tonight from Jason HAMMEL, 94 right there. And he's showing he can really locate that fastball. Nice 2-seam life.
1-2 delivery in the dirt. That'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As HAMMEL comes in with some pretty good numbers. 8-6, 3.54 ERA. 0-1 against the Yankees this year, 1-3 lifetime. That ball's going to be popped up, a silo shot. WIETERS may have room. Nope, just on the other side. Matt continues to play them all.
He is definitely this year's version of the Iron Man, although Adam Jones, of course, playing every day, but Matt WIETERS is really going above and beyond for the pitching staff, and Buck Showalter, and called upon, boy, just so consistently almost every day, played the whole road trip.
2-2 delivery. Matt's 100 innings ahead of the closest American League catcher to him.
So impressive.
Talking about Adam Jones, Jones is one of only 3 now, Prince Fielder and Ichiro Suzuki, who've played in every game. Down the line in right field, that too is headed to the seats, and there'll be no play. The Orioles taking advantage perhaps of the adrenaline in this ballpark early because of the series. The crowd was hyped, a lot of noise. Game seems to settle down a little bit now, as it necessarily had to, but the Orioles used it to their advantage and maybe to the disadvantage of Phelps on the mound, and got that 4 runs on 4 hits in the first inning. 3-2 delivery down to third. The 8th pitch of the at bat is fouled off. Martin, Ibanez, and Ichiro due up against HAMMEL.
Martin having a really good at bat right now off Jason HAMMEL. HAMMEL throwing some tough pitches, but he's able to fight and stay alive.
Here's the 9th pitch of the at bat. 3-2 delivery on the way, and that's going to be a base hit. Jones coming over will play it on the bounce, and Martin's bat is heating up. That's his first hit in 8 at bats off HAMMEL. The Maryland Lottery strike and rich contestant of the game, Patrick Reese. Patrick, you've won $500 for being selected. You get $100 more for every strikeout recorded by an Orioles pitcher. For all the latest information on new games, current promotions, and second chance contests, visit mdlottery.com today. Here's Raul Ibanez. Ibanez making the start in left field. Runner at first. That's the Yankees' first base runner. And that'll miss for a ball. Ibanez 5 for 18 with a home run lifetime off Jason HAMMEL. Looking long down to third base here, with Russell Martin, auto base stealer, on at first for the Yankees. 1-0 delivery, and that'll be down low, 2-0. And that'll bring WIETERS out. This is what the Yankees always try and do. Nothing's changed. Long at bats, get ahead on the count, take a pitch till you throw a strike kind of thing. That's what Joe Girardi's ball club has lived on over the last half dozen years.
Well, this lineup is filled with so many veteran hitters that they're well aware of their own strike zone and situations in ball games, especially early on. Want to work that starting pitcher until he can throw you the pitch that you want.
Ibanez with a 2-0 count. He'll take it to second. There's one. There to first. Double play. Andino.
Nice play, nice reaction play by Robert Andino right there. This is a bullet off the bat of Ibanez. Down and in pitch with that great first step quickness, and then the jump snap throw, because he's blind to the runner. He doesn't know what Martin's doing. And just reactionary play by Robert Andino. Nice athletic effort.
If you look up the definition of no man's land, the picture you're going to see is Russell Martin.
Yeah, he was
How
stuck.
was that? Ichiro, he gets a base hit up the middle. Base hit for Ichiro. It comes to 2 down here in the third inning. Back to the top of the order. Yankees have a couple of hits, both coming in the inning. Watch this. This is, I mean, it's kind of funny. Martin's off. Watch him now as the throw comes back. He doesn't even move. He just turns, looks. That's the definition of no man's land right there. He had nowhere to go.
He was caught for sure.
Knew it and just wanted to get off the field. That's the old dig a hole, get in it, and cover it up.
Well, he hasn't been on base as much this year, so I'm familiar with what to do out there. Line drive, you have to freeze for sure.
Ichiro at first base with a good lead. Here's Derek Jeter, grounded out his first time up. And Jeter will take it for a strike. Ichiro's stolen 19 bases. Only been caught 5 times. And if you're going to go, think you got a chance. You got the leadoff batter up. If you get caught, you still got him up. 2 down, 0-1 count. Runner not going. Pitch inside. This is what you were talking about, Mike, because of WIETERS behind the plate primarily. It's not only that he throws runners out, but runners aren't even going.
No, they really aren't. I mean, he has stymied the running game throughout the course of this year, along with the fact that the pitchers have done a nice job with slide stepping and adjusting their times to the plate, keeping the base runner at first guessing.
1 ball, 1 strike count. And he was leaning a little bit that time, and HAMMEL throws over. Base stealers are 5 for 9 with Jason HAMMEL on the mound. WIETERS continues to throw him out 36% of the time. That's a pretty good lead over there that Ichiro has walked off.
Well, just what we were talking about, Gary. Take a look at this. Fewest opponent stolen base attempts this year. The Baltimore Orioles lead the way at 86 by far. Pretty impressive. Look at that, the Angels at 151, but a huge key, like we said, Matt WIETERS, a gold glove catcher with that strong arm and his ability to throw guys out, and the starting pitchers and the bullpen with quick slide steps and varying their times.
That's going to be to right for a base hit. Ichiro will make the turn. He'll stay into the cutoff man by Markakis. So that's 3 hits in the inning. That double play looming even larger. 2 on, 2 down. Well, the Orioles are in the hunt for the postseason, and now's the time to buckle up and back the Birds. Place the deposit now in the 2013 full or partial season plan, including a convenient 13-game plan. You'll be guaranteed an opportunity to buy postseason tickets for this year before the general public. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com/postseason. And we'll bring up Nick Swisher. 2 on and 2 down. Swisher grounded out on a fine play made by Hardy, his first time up. Swisher will take the pitch, and it'll catch the inside corner for a strike.
Yeah, looking at that graph with the numbers and the fewest attempts against the Orioles, I mean, think about the impact that makes on a team. It keeps the double play in order. It keeps a runner out of scoring position. And look at all the opportunities that the Orioles have had not against them to score runs. So another impactful number. You know, we've talked about reasons why the Orioles are having success. Well, they're first in the league at keeping runners off second base and limiting those stolen base opportunities. So that's a huge factor for the reason why they're having success.
Good crowd on its feet for HAMMEL. Here's the 0-2 delivery to him, and got him. HAMMEL gets his second strikeout. The Yankees no runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 are left on base. The Orioles lead. Camden Yards on a beautiful evening here to start this 4-game series, and the Orioles on top 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jason HAMMEL, no walks, 2 strikeouts so far.
Pitching really well. Great to see him. There's some concern or some worry about maybe a little bit rusty, but he has been on top of his game and able to harness the emotions of this start of this big series against the Yankees.
Orioles 7-7 against the Yankees, 1-4 here at Camden Yards, 6-3 in games played in the Bronx. Here's Adam Jones. Showed you Adam getting his 27th home run against the Jays. He started out the season 16 homers in the first 51 games. He's had only 12 in the last 86. The long ball hasn't been there as much as it was early, but he has still continued to hit right around that 290 mark or a little better, and he's moving it back up right now. He's at 288. He's had 3 consecutive 2-hit games. 1-1 delivery, and that's a strike from David Phelps, and the count goes to 1-2. Big gap in left center for Jones. 1-2 delivery, and that's high and in.
Trying to go by the book here, up and in on Adam Jones. Martin called this pitch, wanted it up, set up inside, kind of knock him off the plate a little bit, heading the count with 2 strikes, and now look for something. Oh, coming back in though.
2-2. He did, tried to cross him up a little bit right there instead of going away. The race to the postseason heating up. Don't miss a moment of the action. Text Orioles 29292 for starting lineups and in-game alerts you can't afford to miss.
J.J. Hardy focused.
Focused. Here's the 2-2 delivery, and Jones, there's the one that they wanted to get him on, and they did. His second strikeout. Jones retired, one away in the third.
Take a look at this pitch here. The 2 pitches after the up and in. Nice slider down and away. Getting that swing and the miss.
David Phelps retires, a solid 71% of leadoff batters leading off an inning in ball games this year. And that pitch will be taken down low. Here is Matt WIETERS, who delivered.
So good on pitches out over the plate. Gets those arms extended. He has such great leverage. Just scraping over that left field wall.
Taking one the other way, which he can do here at Camden Yards. You don't have to get it up too high to get it out over there. One down, nobody on for him in this at bat. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Phelps gets it in. He'll foul it off the other way. For WIETERS this year here at home, that is the 11th of his 19 home runs. He's hitting .251 here, .226 on the road. It's his second home run for the month of September. 2-1 delivery. That's a line shot to left, sliding and making the catch. IBANEZ. He started back on that a little bit, then moved in on it. Second base umpire went out to make the call. Corey Blazer.
And Matt WIETERS smokes this breaking ball. IBANEZ, the veteran outfielder, does hang back on it, and then a couple quick steps in, able to make that shoestring catch. Nice adjustment by IBANEZ.
2 down, nobody on for Mark Reynolds, who drew a walk his first time up. David Phelps coming into the game gets his outs 55% of the time on ground balls. And getting some up in the air in this game. Jason HAMMEL 64% on ground balls. So 2 ground ball pitchers in the ball game. Larry Rothschild, their pitching coach, taking a very close look here at how Phelps is working in this outing. Here's the 0-1 to Reynolds. He'll take the pitch for a strike fastball.
Let's take a look at Mark Reynolds' success against the American League East. Great numbers. .301 batting average, .629 slugging. Look at the 12 home runs versus all the other teams. Just a .186. He does have the 6 home runs done. But talk about rising to the occasion.
A towering pop up to short. Jeter is under it, and he will put it away. So a 1-2-3 inning. That's the first Phelps has had. We've completed 3 in the first of 4 here at Camden Yards, and the Orioles lead at 4-0. And our Mercedes Inside the Numbers brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at MBUSA.com. The lowest opponent slugging percentage here at Camden Yards in a season, held by Ben McDonald in '95. Jason HAMMEL this year at .309. Calvin Maduro, Eric Bedard, and Adam Lowen on that list.
Pretty impressive numbers right there. Of course, Jason HAMMEL pitched it in Colorado, so used to a tough park to pitch in. And that sinker is why the slugging percentage is down so much here.
Here is Robinson Cano to lead it off for the Yankees. He'll foul that one back. Cano grounded out his first time up for Cano against the Orioles this season. .246, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. But he's been a terror for the O's in this ballpark lifetime, hitting .360 here at Camden Yards in his career with 11 home runs. 0-1 delivery to him, pitch that'll miss away, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count. We're talking about HAMMEL's ground ball percentage. That 64% he's at coming into this ball game is the highest he's ever had in his career when you look at the season numbers in the past. Ooh! Into left field off HAMMEL. Oh my, ricocheted all the way to left field.
Oh, I think it got him in the arm. Shaking it out right now. Take a look at this pitch, up and out over the plate. Oh, right off the right elbow. Aye. Wow.
That is about as hard a ball hit as you're going to see hit a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate too. Of course, Jason Hammel coming back from that knee surgery. His first start back. Brian Ebel checking out his elbow right here, making sure that there isn't anything broken in there, moving it around a little bit, but well, I wouldn't be surprised if just for precautionary reasons they have to get him out of there. Got to understand.
Right on the elbow.
Yeah, there's a lot of adrenaline going, so even a lot of injuries, you know, just because your adrenaline is so high, especially a big game like this and this first game back, you might not feel the effects of an injury right away. They certainly have to be careful messing around with Jason Hammel's elbow.
That will stiffen up, no matter, even if nothing's broken in there. That's going to, at some point here, as we go along, if he tries to stay in, that will stiffen up. You could see the mark. He's going to try and throw.
Yeah, you can see already discoloring, maybe a little seam mark right there on the elbow. Wow.
He says he's all right. He's going to hang in.
That's impressive, man. He's worked so hard to come back to this point. He does not want to miss an opportunity to pitch here, obviously against the Yankees in this series, but you know, a setback would really be hard for him to take. Boy, what guts out there, staying on the mound after taking a bullet off the elbow from Cano.
So Cano's on at first base, picking up the base hit. That'll be hit number 4 for the Yankees. And here is A-Rod, who grounded out his first time up. Rodriguez with nobody out. He'll hit a chopper down to third. Machado looking, first base. Cano will move up, but they get the out. 1 down. Tickets still remain for tomorrow and Sunday's games as the O's and Yankees battle here at Oriole Park for the American League East title. Buckle up and back your birds for this exciting weekend series. These tickets are few and getting fewer, so if you want to get to the ball games, 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. It'll be for tomorrow and Sunday. Saturday is already sold out. And the pitch will be taken for a strike. This ball game sold out, but fans came and lined up about 3 hours before the ball game, and there were some season tickets that were turned back in to be sold. There were some loose seats that became available, so you never know, even in a sellout. Come if you're willing to wait, maybe. That'll be foul back. Eric Chavez grounded out his first time up. He's 1 for 5 now off Hammel with a home run.
Well, it certainly is nice to see a sea of orange here at Camden Yards. Hear the excitement. Obviously a lot of good things happening in the early part of this game, but Cal's statue unveiling, so there's so many great fans here for this series this day.
And again, that'll be fouled away. Left-handers hitting only .201 off Jason Hammel. He's been able to keep the lefties down, and a .235 overall batting average against him. Chavez with the one away. Robinson Cano with good speed on at second base. The 0-2 delivery to him and pulled the string and got him.
Great breaking ball right there from Jason Hammel, and after taking that ball off the elbow, able to retire 2 really tough hitters, A-Rod, and now getting Chavez to chase a hard breaking ball down at the bottom of the zone. Nice block by Matt WIETERS as well.
That'll bring up Curtis Granderson. 3 strikeouts for Jason Hammel. Granderson, one of those strikeout victims in his only at bat. Granderson is struggling at the plate right now. He's had only 3 hits in his last 34 at bats. And against right-handers, he's 0 for his last 19. Here's the 1-0 delivery. In the air, that's going to be a base hit and get a run in. Right off the end of the bat. Adam Jones will get it into second base. Single for Granderson. Scoring Cano. The Yankees on the board. It's 4-1. Curtis Granderson comes through against the Orioles and against HAMMEL.
Saw that picture of Rick Adair and Buck Showalter keeping their eye on Jason HAMMEL. If he starts shaking his arm and maybe showing some effects with his face or anything about some pain, they are certainly going to be on him. Hopefully able to get this third out here and back in the dugout to be reevaluated.
Granderson with his 80th RBI. He's on at first. Here's Russell Martin. Martin takes the pitch for a strike. Martin had a single his first time up, then got doubled off. Granderson over at first base. 8 stolen bases, 11 chances. Yankees certainly not a running ball club, but they do have a couple who can pick up some stolen bases when needed. Here's the 0-1 delivery in the air to right. That could be a problem for the Orioles. In the corner, it's going to be a foul ball.
That one was close. HAMMEL throws that fastball up in the zone. Martin able to get a good piece of wood on it, but just carves foul on the right field line.
Martin comes back. He got his first hit off HAMMEL in that 3rd inning. Now 1 for 8 off the Orioles right-hander. There's Granderson at first. Here's the 0-2 delivery to him, and he gets it. And again fools it. 4 strikeouts in the ball game. The Yankees got a run on a couple of hits, no errors, 1 left on base. Orioles have the lead 4-1. WIETERS with the big home run, and Jason HAMMEL on the mound getting the outs. No walks, 4 strikeouts through 4, and a 4-1 lead on the WIETERS 3 RBI homer.
Got that elbow wrapped up, keeping it warm, so must be okay. I'm sure Richie Bancells, head trainer for the Orioles, took a good look at that, and Buck Showalter and Rick Adair on him in between the inning there just to make sure that it's okay.
And you can bet that's also what Buck Showalter was talking to Matt WIETERS about. Matt will keep an eye on him, look for things, and
sure,
Buck wants to make sure if there's any problem that WIETERS will say something to him, which he most certainly would. Here's Chris Davis as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Davis, Machado, and Andino. Chris will take it inside. Davis, a strikeout victim, the Orioles designated hitter. (1-0) and that big cut. Phelps has gone 10 out of 16 first pitch strikes. He actually pitches backwards, if you will. When he gets ahead 0-1, hitters are 241 after that. When he falls behind 1-0, they're 196. 1-1 delivery. There are a few pitchers who tend to work that way, fall behind in the count, and then come back and get hitters. Phelps is one of those. Well, 2-1 on Davis.
He has settled in after that really shaky first inning, pitching much better. Getting into the middle of the ball game now.
Certainly not anywhere near the wildness we saw in that last game, where he was in trouble all the time he was in there, even though he gave up only 3 hits in the ball game, 3 runs and 3 hits with those 6 walks. A lot of deep counts. That one put in the air to center. Curtis Granderson at the wall, up, and he's got it. Read that one perfectly, and right at the 4:10 mark, Just went up, hauled it in. Outstanding play by Curtis Granderson.
Well, about as far as you can hit a ball without it going out of the park. Curtis Granderson has a bead on it, checks the wall a couple times, and then feels for it. Nice play right there by Curtis Granderson.
He may have robbed him.
He may have.
Hard to tell with that ball coming down. He was a step away from the wall. Indication the ball's carrying, though, because that ball just kept going to center.
It sure did. Of course, Chris Davis is strong like bull up there.
And he's going to get another chance. That one by Manny Machado back at the wall. He's got another one.
Well, we've seen the effects of him playing deeper.
Just going to say that.
Yeah.
It is ironic here in this game that a center fielder who every game plays in has, from the first batter of this game, played not only regular center but even deeper.
Yeah, Manny Machado smoked that ball in the right center gap, and he is there in plenty of time. No panic or anything, able to pick up that wall and make another nice play.
Couple of hard hit balls, 2 outs. Here's Robert Andino, flied to left field his first time up, and he will take the pitch for a strike. Only 2 strikeouts for David Phelps so far. Against right-handed batters, Phelps is one of the best at getting Ks. Coming into this ball game for David Phelps, 26% of right-handed batters have struck out against him. That is the 4th highest mark in the American League. Very, very tough on righties who hit only .214 off him. And that is taken inside. 2 ball, 1 strike count.
He has that hard breaking ball that we had talked about. He can spike his curveball and get some chases on a good swing and miss pitch. But to righties, he also has a nice cutter that he likes to locate down and away.
2-1 delivery outside. Andino coming off a road trip where he was 2 for 12. He's now had 5 hits in his last 15 at bats after Quintanilla started 3 games in a row at second. Andino has now started 3 games in a row at second base. He will step out. 3-1 count. Omar Quintanilla on the bench. 3-1 delivery on the way to him, and that ball's tagged. Granderson's going to go back again, but I don't think so. Goodbye! Home run, Robert Andino. Roberto came to the ballpark with some fire in his belly in this game.
Sure did. That's a great swing by Robert Andino, and he wants Buck Showalter to keep writing his name in the lineup for sure.
6 home runs on the year, 24 RBIs, and a great defensive play, turning 2 earlier in the ball game. 2 home runs hit off David Phelps inside.
Take a look at Robert's swing right here. Oh, up middle fastball, and he backlegs this. Look at how he stays behind it. Great head position, full extension. Nice home run by Robert Andino.
And a strike taken by Markakis. 3-run homer WIETERS, solo shot Andino. RBI single Adam Jones accounting for the Orioles runs. 5 runs, 5 hits for the Orioles. Here's the 1-1 delivery. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Nick Markakis 1 for 3 in the ball game. Orioles keep the inning going with 2 down. Our Inside the Numbers brought to you by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit kia.com. The best post All-Star win percentage put up by the Orioles, 69% in 1980. You see the Orioles 60, almost 61% right now, 2012. Without question, having one of the best second halves in Orioles history.
We've talked about how many things have come together for the Orioles. The starting pitching has been consistent. The defense has picked it up with Machado and Nate McLouth hopping in there in the bullpen. A lot of things clicking and on time for the Orioles.
That was not the pitching coach, as you saw. That was Joe Girardi, the manager, going out. Lowe and Rapada just getting up to throw in the bullpen. Robert Andino, the home run, is 3rd in this ballpark, his 6th of the year. Here's J.J. Hardy. He has singled and walked in the game. Hardy now with a 3 for 6 off the right-hander. Throw over to first. Markakis back to the bag. Hardy will take the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Talked about after the All-Star game, Markakis over there continues to add to his numbers. He's had one of the best bats since the All-Star break, hitting .343, fourth in the majors.
Yeah, he's another big reason why the Orioles have played so well after the All-Star break.
Another outside corner pitch, good location by Phelps, and the count will go to 0-2 on J.J. Hardy. Orioles on top 5-1 in the opener of this very important 4-game set. A win by the Orioles, they'll go back into a tie with the Yankees. Almost off the bag, Swisher to get it. They tied the Yankees for 1 game, and then with the Orioles loss and the Yankees win yesterday, the Yankees took the lead back. The Yankees had been in first place for 84 consecutive games before Buck Showalter's team caught them. 0-2 the count. And a swing and a miss on a pitch up and in. That'll be strikeout number 3 by Phelps, but the Orioles will add a run on 2 hits, 1 left on. Andino with 2 down and nobody on. Puts one out of the yard for his 6th of the year. And the Orioles lead goes to 5-1. Cal being honored. So between innings, it's packed house on its feet for Cal with some video to go along with it. Cal right now is just enjoying the ball game.
He sure is. Yeah. He's excited about the 2012 Orioles for sure.
Here's Ibanez up. Ibanez hit into a line drive double play. Big one in that 3rd inning, and the Yankees got no runs on 3 hits. He stung the ball right at Andino, who doubled up Martin, who was on at first base with a leadoff single. Big shift on in the infield. Ibanez 0-2. Ibanez, Ichiro, and Jeter due up for the Yankees. 36 and 31 on the road for the Yankees this year. Ball will be taken down low, and a 1-ball 2-strike count. Hammel has walked none and struck out 4. See the mark on the elbow where he took that Cano line drive. Right there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's in the air to right field. Back near the scoreboard over Markakis, and he's got it. 1 away. And the Subway sub prize on the line is the standings in the American League East. The Yankees leading by just 1. The Rays now 2.5 off. They have the day off, as do the Red Sox and the Jays. But the Yankees up by 1, a win by the Orioles here, and it will be tied. Only Texas and Kansas City are playing in the American League besides this one. Ichiro will take it up high. Both teams coming off early arrivals into Baltimore. The Yankees did not get in till 2 o'clock. The Orioles landed after 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Ichiro a single his first time up. 6 for 11 for Ichiro off Jason Hammel. Swinging a foul tip into the mitt, and the count goes to 1-2.
challenging Ichiro with his fastball, 93 miles an hour up in the zone right there. Not showing any ill effects from taking that ball off the elbow.
Ichiro's hitting only 152 against the Orioles this year. Outside, he does have 1 home run. And the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ichiro batting 9th. But you never thought you'd hear that.
No.
Tony Pena Girardi over there. 2-2 delivery. HAMMEL had started in, and so had Adam Jones. Guys up the middle were heading to the dugout. Thought that was a strike.
And about 45,000 people did too.
3 ball, 2 strike delivery on the way by HAMMEL. That's going to be a base hit into right field again. Ichiro 2 for 2 in the ball game. That'll come with 1 away. Top of the order, Jeter coming up. Jeter continuing his amazing run, 3rd best average. Miguel Cabrera at 330 is now tied with Mike Trout for the best average in the American League. Hamilton now leads Adam Dunn. Home runs by only 1. Encarnacion by 2. Cabrera by only 3. And Cabrera leads in RBIs with 116. A triple crown effort by Cabrera. Jeter will take the pitch on the corner for a strike. Says hello to Mike Winters.
Good pitch, inside corner. That was actually a worse pitch than the one Ichiro had. But call goes in HAMMEL's favor there.
Derek Jeter, little tender ankle, showed up in the ballgame last night. Not anything that's going to take him out. They're keeping an eye on it. 0-1 delivery down the line the other way, and that will be foul. He's got the guard on that left foot in order to prevent any further damage being done there. This is the time of the year where you play. You can get out there and you make your team better. You play. Jeter certainly does with the Yankees.
Yeah, well, Derek Jeter certainly no stranger to playing baseball in September. Done it his whole career, but seeing the effects. Nick Markakis taking a ball the other day off the arm, and there's no way at the beginning of the year that a player could play through that.
Runner going from his knees. WIETERS not in time. So Ichiro will get himself in scoring position with a good jump.
Well, he's been extending his lead every time he gets on there, way out there. Pretty good jump by Ichiro. WIETERS has to make that quick snap throw from his knees. You see right here. Not a bad throw, but Ichiro beats it out.
20 out of 25. More importantly for the Yankees, gets himself in scoring position. Jeter retired on the strikeout. 5 strikeouts for HAMMEL in the game. And now Swisher, he has struck out and grounded out. 2 down. Swisher will foul that one back. Orioles hoping that some of these Yankees who are having their problems at the plate right now will continue to do so. Talked about Granderson, who struggled against the right-handers. Ichiro, a couple of hits in the ball game. Swisher, he's had only a couple of hits in his last 29 at bats, 2 for 29. The 0-1 delivery to him, and that'll be away for a ball. Swisher, too, struggling against right-handers, 0 for his last 25.
Wow.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Ichiro off second, being held by Hardy. Off speed, the changeup will miss. Count will go to 2-1 on Nick Swisher. Right back here tomorrow night for game 2 of the series. Wei-Yin Chen, Philip Hughes. On Saturday night, Joe Saunders against CC Sabathia. On Sunday afternoon, Zach Britton against Freddie Garcia. The matchups in the series. In the dirt. And a 3-ball, 1 strike count on Swisher with Cano waiting on deck.
Well, you certainly have to be careful because Swisher could break out at any moment, but Robinson Cano waiting on deck. Much rather attack Swisher than have to try to pitch to Cano.
Swisher hitting only .205 against the Orioles this year. 3-1 delivery to him and walked him. That is the first walk surrendered by Jason Hammel. 2 down, 2 on. See, the lowest batting average against opponents this season. The Orioles have really kept the Yankees down. Tampa Bay's done it best. Then the Orioles at 244. That's a pretty amazing number.
Oh, it sure is, because this lineup is loaded with great proven veteran hitters. So to be able to successfully go through that lineup with such a low batting average is certainly a tribute to the Orioles pitching staff.
Yankees are the #1 home run hitting team in the American League. They are 4th in runs, 2nd in slugging, 4th in on base percentage. Here's a big at bat. Randy Wolf. Remember now, you got Hammel coming back, making his first start since coming off the DL. The Orioles intended to somehow limit what he would do in this game, either by pitch or innings. He hasn't pitched since July 13. Cano and a foul tip for a strike. 2 on, 2 down.
Well, it isn't a matter of him losing his strength, because still pumping it in there 94 miles an hour. Pitch count up to 74. I was talking to Rick Adair earlier today, and he said he wouldn't go over 100 pitches, and probably right around the 5th or 6th inning would be the time that they would start thinking about getting him out of a ball game.
0-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be foul back. Cano a single, a run scored, and he is grounded out. 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Oriole fans up. The best road average in the American League at the plate. And he got him. 6 strikeouts in the ball game for Jason Hammel. No runs, 1 hit, 2 are left on. Orioles 5, Yankees 1.
Often in sports, the mark of a man is measured after the glory of his playing career is over. Assuming that this is the case, it's safe to say that Cal has exceeded all expectations, not only as a baseball player, but as a human being.
And Cal's dedication to the game and his unique connection to Lou Gehrig, one of baseball icons, struck down by the disease that bears his name, and a man who, very much like Cal, personified commitment and excellence in the sport, or in sport, and of character, makes us remember what is most meaningful in life and what has made Cal Ripken a hero to so many throughout Baltimore, the state of Maryland, across the country, and even the world. His professionalism and his resilience have made Cal Ripken Jr. a model of consistency and truly a baseball player for the ages.
Part of the ceremonies at the unveiling of the sculpture at Legends Park earlier today.
Oh yeah, some great words obviously said about Cal Ripken. You see the number 8 there, acknowledging Cal on the field, and then the number 8 on the warehouse. But you know, Cal was such a great representative for the Baltimore Orioles and actually all of baseball. And what a great honor for him to have the statue out there and representing the Orioles. And you see the sea of orange today. So excited to see Cal and all the legends out there at Legends Park.
Well, the Orioles have chased the starter. Clay Rapato's come out of the bullpen. He will face McLouth. He is their left-handed specialist, and this will be the beginning, I suspect, of a lot of pitching changes. With the expanded bullpen, managers like to make use of it, but the Orioles get 25-year-old David Phelps out of there after working just 4 innings. Charged with the 5 runs on 6 hits. He walked 2, struck out 3, gave up 2 home runs. Second time in his starts this year, 8 of them, that he's given up 2 homers. And the Orioles have a chance to pick up a win against him. And a 3-0 count. Rapato working here. WIETERS the big blow, 3-run homer first inning against Phelps. The other one by Andino. That'll be on the inside corner. McLouth, a single, a run scored, and he's grounded out.
Yeah, well, the Yankees you know, able to patchwork here after the Orioles knocking out Phelps, but so they have some lefties down there in the bullpen and righties that they can match up, and waiting for the offense to kind of click in and then get to the back end of that bullpen. I'm sure that's what manager Joe Girardi is thinking. Waiting for that offense to light up.
I can't believe they'll use Rapata but for McLeod with Adam Jones waiting on deck. Here's the 3-2 delivery, and McLeod will go down swinging. So Rapata gets the strikeout, and as has been the case for him, that'll be it.
Well, this is why he's so effective. Big sweeping slider coming at that sidearm angle. Takes off out of the zone, but gets Nate McLeod to swing at it. Now Joe Girardi playing matchup here in the 5th inning.
So Rapata again works to only one batter, and Jabba Chamberlain will come out of the bullpen to face Adam Jones. 5th inning, Orioles up 5-1.
Well, Dave Phelps knocked out of the ball game by the Orioles bats. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 runs, and all 5 of them earned. A couple walks and 3 punch-outs. Just 73 pitches for the early exit. Clay Rapata came in to get Nate McLeod, and now Jabba Chamberlain as manager Joe Girardi going with the matchups here in the 5th inning. Jabba's been in 10 games, 8 2/3 innings pitched, 9 earned runs. Pretty lofty right there. His velocity is up after spending some time on the disabled list, up around 96 miles an hour. And has showed some more consistency here as of late, with picking up a couple strikeouts in an inning pitched in his last appearance against Tampa Bay. But lofty averages against him, both lefties and righties, enjoying some success off Chamberlain.
So Jabba Chamberlain goes to work. It's not luck, it's buck. I like that one.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Mike Showalter's club continues to write the most unlikely story of this baseball season. And with a win would move into a tie again with the Yankees. Here's Adam Jones to face Chamberlain. Jones single, RBI 1st inning. He is struck out. Jones now has a 5-game hit streak. Ground ball to the middle. They were playing him that way. Cano with that big arm flips it over. Nice scoop made by Swisher. And Chamberlain gets the out on a pitch. As the American League East and Wild Card playoff races come down to the wire, the O's take on the Rays in a big series next Tuesday through Thursday. In honor of the 20th anniversary of Oriole Park, the Birds are giving you Utah Street bleacher seats for $4. And left field lower box seats for only $8. The prices, those were the prices when the ballpark opened in '92. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com. And those prices are good for all 3 games of that Tampa series. Rays are off. Matt WIETERS, 3 RBI homer, number 19, 1st inning, 1 for 2. He flied out. Pitch will be taken outside from Chamberlain. The Orioles jumping out in the 1st inning, getting 4 runs, 4 hits. Yankees got a run in the 4th RBI single by Granderson. And Andino picked up the other with a home run for the Orioles with 2 down. And the Orioles have the 5-1 lead. Matt WIETERS 2 for 5 lifetime off Jabba Chamberlain. Saw Andino in the runway there. Here's the 1-2 delivery up high. On humid nights, hot days, that's where you want to be, right there in that runway. The air conditioning comes out from the clubhouse, down the hallway, and up the stairs. That's why you see players gather down at that end. That's the coolest spot in the dugout. 2-2 delivery, and that's a bouncer. It goes off Martin, and a 3-ball, 2-strike count on WIETERS. Long road back for Jabba Chamberlain, and not, as Mike said, fully back yet. Still trying to find a little bit of the control. Certainly has the velocity. The big house on hand here at Camden Yards on this Thursday night. And so far, seeing a good ball game for the Orioles. WIETERS 3-2, 2 down, bases empty. Outfield swung way around to left. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's where he goes with it, foul. So the book showing WIETERS is using the other field. Gold, and then there opposite fields. Hit one down the right field line. He might even get a triple. And came inside on him and got him. WIETERS wasn't going to argue that very much. He thought he'd gone around, started to first base, but looked back. So Chamberlain comes on, gets a couple of quick outs, and the Orioles are set down 1, 2, 3. We have completed 5 at Camden Yards in the first of 4 against the Yankees with the O's up.
And here are your Geico highlights tonight. Matt WIETERS in the first inning. Blast to left field, putting the Orioles on the board with that 3-run home run. Then Robert Andino with a great play off the bat of IBANEZ. Sure enough, Robert Andino follows up with a solo home run of his own. But Jason HAMMEL taking a line drive off the elbow from Cano. But he sucks it up, stays in the ball game, able to get Martin with the swing and the miss. And then Robinson Cano with a nasty slider down and away.
Jason HAMMEL stays on. A-Rod up. A-Rod has grounded out twice. He has a 9-game hit streak going back prior to the injury, and then in a couple of ball games back. 0-1 pitch to him, and that will be inside. He was 1 for 4 with a run, a double RBI Wednesday against Tampa. Since coming back, 3 for 12, a double. 4th game being played since his return from the DL, and that will be outside for a ball. 5th on the all-time home run list, 644. Willie Mays next at 660.
Certainly one of the greatest, if not the greatest, sluggers of all time. And it was kind of fun listening to hear him talk about Cal Ripken earlier and how much he admired and respected Cal Ripken and actually wanted to be like him when he grew up. Had a poster of him as a kid. And it's kind of funny, we have a young player in Manny Machado who grew up thinking the same way of Alex Rodriguez.
Yep.
You know, growing up down in Miami and Alex Rodriguez being his favorite player, and now gets to play on the same field with A-Rod. So pretty special day for all 3 of those guys.
Here's the 3-1 delivery to A-Rod, fouls it back. It is the eternal blessing for baseball. Just like dads bringing sons to the ballpark, and players admiring other players, becoming players to be admired over and over and over.
Yeah, pretty cool. I know growing up in Maine and obviously being a Red Sox fan, Carlton Fisk was one of those guys I idolized.
And I had Ted Williams because I'm that much younger than you. That'll be the second walk surrendered by HAMMEL, and that's going to be it. So Buck Showalter is coming out. HAMMEL will go the 5 innings, so he could be the winning pitcher here. He's given up so far a run on 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a really impressive return off the DL. And you'll hear the Oriole fans as he leaves the field. He wants to stay.
Wow, what a performance by Jason HAMMEL tonight. Slider working for him, a couple strikeouts right there. Takes one off the elbow though, and there was some concern in the ball game, but boy, what a gutsy effort, staying in, continuing to get the strikeouts and really dominating that Yankees lineup, and the crowd really appreciated that effort. 5+ innings there, 6 hits, 1 run, just that 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts. Very impressive. Only 82 pitches, so he'll be strong in his next outing if there aren't any ill effects from that ball off the elbow from Robinson Cano. He's a little bit upset being taken out of that ball game, shows his competitive nature. And now Randy Wolf on a relief, who had a great outing up at Yankee Stadium. Pitched 3 and a third innings, able to pick up a victory up there. So another great sign by Dan Duquette, veteran lefty, coming in relief of Jason Hammel.
Runner on at first base, and that's A-Rod who drew the walk. Chavez up 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded out, and he's arguing, as you can see, with Mike Winters. Mike, a veteran umpire, just staring straight ahead. As soon as he turns, you're in trouble. Here's the 0-1 delivery on the way, and that'll be outside. So the matchups begin now for both of these managers, lefty righty wise, midway through this ball game. For Chavez this season, he's hitting 167 off left-handers, 5 for 30, 300 off righties. He's probably more upset about the left-hander on the mound than the call at the plate. And the count goes to 2-1. Leadoff batter on in the ball game for the Yankees for the 3rd time. Just able to foul that off, cued it, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Randy Wolf, a great pickup, obviously, for the Orioles. Veteran lefty here. Nice pitch down and away. Good slider. Ends up hitting Mike Winters. Gets him right off the shin guard.
A-Rod, not a big lead over there at first base. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Little lob toss over to get him back. Wolf had made only 5 relief appearances in his career, 14 years before coming over to the Orioles, and now working, at least for the moment, exclusively out of the pen. 2-2 delivery, gets a ground ball. Andino, there's one. Hardy, there's 2.
About as clean a double play as you're going to see. Robert Andino ranging up the middle. Nice backhand play, making sure of it. This easy flip to J.J. Hardy. Perfect throw to Mark Reynolds, who I think thought was the end of the inning. Very clean double play, very solid up the middle, Andino and Hardy.
So there are 2 down, and here is Curtis Granderson. And that will finish that final line on Jason Hammel. It is just 1 run on 6 hits. Curtis Granderson. There's Hammel, who's got a chance to be the winning pitcher. It is 9th of the year. Still stewing a little bit, wanting to stay out on the mound. 1-0 delivery down to first and foul. Granderson, 223 off the lefties, 235 off right-handers. Moved down in the order. 1 because he's had some problems at the plate, and 2 because Swisher, after moving into that number 2 spot, started hitting. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball. Boy, that was a great pitch. Third base, Machado wants it, and he's got it. Only 3 come to the plate. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Jason Hammel a chance to go 9-6 if the O's can keep this lead. It's turned out to be a really pretty evening here in Baltimore on this Thursday night. Started out the temperature up there in the mid-80s. No breeze tonight at all here at the ballpark, but there sure are people. A sellout crowd, 46,298. The announced attendance here at Camden Yards tonight, and they are shoehorned in and happy to be, as the Orioles have the 5-1 lead against the Yankees in this vital, for the moment, 4-game series. Mark Reynolds will lead it off. He has drawn the walk and popped out. Reynolds, Davis, and Machado due up. Jabba Chamberlain's delivery is a swinging strike. Chamberlain on to get the last 2 outs in the 5th inning. And the sea of orange on hand here with the buckle up t-shirt night. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's up high. Have they brought ours up yet? Gonna have to get Monica a call now. 1 ball, 1 strike count. And that pitch is going to be on the corner. He raised the arms up thinking it was going to be inside. Count goes to 1-2.
There have been some questionable calls here in the last couple innings.
Java Chamberlain 1-2. And that ball drilled in the air to left field. Has he done it again? Goodbye, home run! 7 home runs in the last 7 games. Mark Reynolds. He continues to sizzle at the plate. His 56 RBI. You saw the 19th home run. 7-7.
He has been so impressive this week. This pitch coming back over hard of the plate. Mark Reynolds gets a good part of the bat on that, and that gets out in a hurry, taking advantage of that mistake from Chamberlain.
So Reynolds, whose power numbers were down, we were talking about it with him the other night, says, I'm not even going to talk about what I'm doing right now. I just want to go out there and keep on doing it. And he does. Davis, swing and a miss on it. A 1 ball, 2 strike count. Davis a strikeout, flied out. So Mark Reynolds, 7 homers, 7 games. He had a 6 homer in 6 games span last year. And a swing and a miss. Chamberlain gets the strikeout, and Davis is retired. 1 away. All right, PNC minor league report brought to you by PNC. For the achiever in you, take a look at Mike Wright, buoy in the playoffs tonight against Akron. Gave up the 5 runs, 7 hits, 5 in the third. Previous 8, he was 5-0. Not lost a start since July 17, and they are tied in the 6th, 5-5 tonight.
Well, not the best outing there for Mike Wright, but it's great to see some of the young arms being tested there in Double-A. Wright just signed last year out of Eastern Carolina. Dylan Bundy, of course, made the start last night, so great young arms there in Double-A right now.
Here's the 1-0 delivery. It'll be inside. Manny Machado. He's grounded out, flied out, deep fly ball. Nice catch made by Granderson on him the last time up. And the delivery is outside. On that home run by Reynolds, the warm-up action, Justin Thomas, with the 6 home runs over a span of 6 games, doing it this year and last year, he's the only player in Orioles franchise history going back to the St. Louis Browns ever to do that. And we're checking now to see if he's ever had a 7-7, or if anybody else in Orioles franchise history has had that 7-7.
It's pretty amazing, and it's been fun to watch.
Manny Machado, 3-1 count. Java Chamberlain's delivery to him popped him up, and a pitch off the fists. Cano. Boy, Cano came in late. He and Jeter were looking at one another, and then Cano realized Jeter was going to let him have it, and he got it.
Oh, so high. They had a little conversation out there. Hey, you want it? No, I don't want it. No, you take it. All right, I'll take it. Cano gets the out.
2 down here in the 6th inning. Robert Andino, one of the 2 home runs hit off the starter David Phelps, one of the 3 home runs in the game for the Orioles. Solo shot, 2 down, his 6th of the year. He is also flied out to left field. So Java Chamberlain stung by that long ball, and that's been the problem since coming back off the DL. Ground ball towards third base. Chavez gets the angle and gets the out. The Orioles get a run on a hit. No errors, nobody left on base. Mark Reynolds, home run personified of late, drills another one. And the Orioles lead goes to 6-1. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow for more Orioles action. Game 2, it'll be Wei-Yin Chen taking them out against Phil Hughes. Our coverage on MASN HD begins at 6:30. O's Extra presented by Jeep, followed by game coverage at 7. All the access you need right here on MASN.
Yeah, going to be another good matchup. Phil Hughes, of course, susceptible to that long ball, and that's where Mark Reynolds really started his onslaught this week of home runs against Wei-Yin Chen, who has filled in and become one of the Orioles' aces, 12 wins on the year.
Breaking ball from Wolf is going to be fouled off. Russell Martin, Ibanez, and Ichiro due up for the Yankees as we are in the 7th inning now. For Martin this year, 220 off the lefties, 195 off right-handers. Randy Wolf for the 0-1. And another one of the situations that the Orioles, why they have picked up the likes of Wolf. You get a start from Hammel, a good one, but it only goes 5. Butcho would much rather have a converted starter out there to go more than 1 inning, if he can get it, than to keep shuffling pitchers in. And Randy Wolf's one of those. I mean, you're looking at a guy who's been a career starter.
Yeah, well, yeah, like you said, you know, the fact that he is a veteran pitcher and a left-handed arm coming out of the bullpen that can provide that length. In his last outing against the Yankees, went 3 1/3 innings. So, you know, certainly capable of going deeper into a ball game. A great weapon for Buck Showalter.
Manny Machado. 1 away. Tune in to the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report tomorrow, 5 to 6:30. Tom Davis, Phil Wood, Mel Anton, and Dave Johnson. They'll have the latest Oriole news, notes as they continue looking at this important 4-game set. That's tomorrow at 5 right here on MASN. Adam Jones checking in to see who's coming up here. He was asking about positioning in center as he looked and saw Andrew Jones coming to the plate.
Yeah, always adjusting out there. You got to look in. New hitters come in. They know what they have to do for the starting 9. When pinch hitters come up, have to make those adjustments out in the field.
The delivery by Wolf to him is going to be up high for a ball. Jones getting a good deal of playing time because of injuries. Provided a couple of key home runs on the season for the Yankees. Hitting just .203 though, and will foul that one away. He's had 13 homers and 31 RBIs for Joe Girardi's ball club. Appearing in his 80th game. He was making some starts in the outfield because of injuries. Now on as a pinch hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Wolf with a breaking ball. Count goes to 2-1.
Nice breaking ball right there. Takes a lot off at 69 miles an hour. Very enticing. Well, Jones very patient. Lets that one pass.
Jones has 3 home runs off Randy Wolf. He's faced him 58 times. Catches the inside corner with that one a little harder. And a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Yeah, pretty impressive how he can change the speeds on that breaking ball. This one about 10 miles an hour firmer. Nice pitch down and in. Gets the call.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Shift is on in the infield, playing him to pull. 2-2 delivery. Oh, that got him. He's looking, but he's not saying anything to Randy Wolf. He walked way out on the grass, but
well, Randy Wolf did not want to hit him right there. It was certainly unintentional. Just wanted to get that fastball in after he threw a couple breaking balls in the inner part of the plate. Thought he could sneak a fastball in. It just holds on to it just a hair too long and catches Jones right off the knee or low thigh there.
There's just no way to get out of the way of that pitch. So Jones is on, hit by a pitch, and Wolf loses a batter that I think he had some pretty good work going against him. For Wolf this season, that is the 7th batter hit, first one since coming over to the Orioles. Runner on, 1 down. Ichiro, 2 singles already in the ball game. Not had a good season against the Orioles, but picking it up a little bit here, hitting 152, a homer and 2 RBIs off the O's. And Jones back to the bag. O'Day in the bullpen. Ichiro's had a 6 for 11 lifetime off Randy Wolf. Towards short, Hardy. 1, 2. Only 3 face, 7th inning stretch time. Orioles lead it. Brought to you by Jack Daniels, Tennessee Honey. Fly straight. Drink responsibly. And before the sellout crowd, the Orioles with a 6-1 lead over the Yankees. 7th inning stretch time on the night that Cal was honored here with the sculpture unveiled. The Orioles putting on a show of their own. I guess first, Mike, we ought to talk about Jason Hammel. The Orioles wanting to get him back, and it looks as though he's back.
Man, oh man, there was no rust there on Jason Hammel's arm. He was really dominating again, just how he had left. Great fastball, able to spot it, topping out about 94 miles an hour. Nice life on it. Also had that devastating slider, able to get some strikeouts. Total about 6 strikeouts tonight, but great effort by Jason Hammel. My, oh my, what a way to look for the rest of the month when your #1 pitcher is back on the mound.
The thing we'll be asking about after the game, and tomorrow more so, is that shot off the elbow that he took from Cano. A real line drive that ricocheted all the way to left field. Pitched 2 more innings after that happened. We'll see how it reacts. The other, of course, is Mr. Reynolds. Mr. Long Ball, Mark Reynolds. He is so hot right now. It's amazing how he's tagging baseball.
It sure is. Well, you know, Mark Reynolds through the month of August was really starting to show some consistency at the plate, but now he's onto that home run swing and is just hitting him at a consistent basis. 7 in the last 7 games. Hottest hitter in all of baseball, and actually a record-setting approach for this week for Mark Reynolds, and just another great bright spot here as you head into September with a hot bat of Mark Reynolds.
And Justin Thomas has come on to pitch. Jarvis Chamberlain is out of there and will be facing the top of the order. Thomas, one of those added on with the expanded roster. Markakis, a 1 for 3 in the ball game. He will take the pitch down low for a ball. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Orioles, 3 left on base. The Yankees are 1-6-0. They have left 5 on base. Markakis will take the pitch. It is up high for a ball. So Thomas, the 4th pitcher used by the Yankees in the ball game, with David Phelps, Rapata, Chamberlain, and now Thomas. 2-0 delivery on the way. Markakis looking, and it'll be in the inside corner for a strike. Orioles looking to move back into a tie with the Yankees for first place in the East. They can put this ball game away. They have dominated so far since the first inning. Markakis probably chasing one up a little bit that time and in, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
Yeah, rare chase out of the zone right there by Markakis, but pitch looking pretty big to him. Just 89 miles an hour up in the zone, but just kind of escapes over the top of the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And he'll foul that one back over the screen. So Thomas comes back on him and gets the count even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He made his Yankee debut against the Orioles Sunday. He faced only 1 batter, called up from AAA. Began the season with Boston out of the bullpen. And the pitch will be outside for a ball. He was designated for assignment by the Red Sox, picked up by the Yankees, and assigned to their AAA team. Girardi trying to match him up here. 3-2 delivery on the way, and that'll be towards the hole. Cano over, makes the pick, and gets the out. 1 down here in the 7th inning. Our Rose Extra postgame tune-in brought to you by PNC Bank. For the achiever in you, Jim and Rick will be standing by to take a look back at this ball game. But Showalter will listen in at his press conference, player interviews, and of course a look at Cal's day and the unveiling of the sculptor, all coming up. One down, J.J. Hardy. And Thomas's pitch will miss high and away, 1-0. The starter, David Phelps, 5 runs, 6 hits over 4 innings. Twice this season, he's gone just 4 for the Yankees. And that's up and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Nick Showalter and his center fielder talking a little baseball. 2-0 count. Hardy will take the breaking ball. It's down low. Staring in, wanting a call was Thomas. Martin held the ball a little bit, probably saying a couple of things to the home plate umpire, Mike Winters.
Yeah, probably both ways. Pretty good pitch right there from Thomas at the bottom of the zone, but how can J.J. Hardy not even sniff that, take a bite at that pitch? J.J. taking it really well.
3-1 delivery to Hardy. He'll put that one in the air to center. Granderson. And there are 2 away. Next Thursday afternoon, when the Orioles take on the Rays at 12:35, the first 10,000 fans 15 and over get the special Buckle Up Orioles t-shirt celebrating the Birds' push to the 12th postseason. It's a great and unique item and part of a big series against the Rays. 888-848-BIRD, Orioles.com for details. Two away. Nate McLouth in the air. Granderson back. And a good inning for Thomas as he retires the side in order. 7 complete here at Camden Yards. The Orioles dominating. Wolf will go back to the mound. He's had his 18th home run in the ball game. Andino's had his 6th. WIETERS his 19th. 3 home runs against the Yankees in this ball game as they continue doing what they did at Yankee Stadium, and that's use the long ball against the Yankees. WIETERS now has 4 this year against the Yankees. Reynolds has 5, and Andino his 1st.
Yeah, great numbers, and they stay consistent in the fact that scoring runs by way of home runs.
Doing it against the leading home run hitting team, of course, in the majors. Here's Derek Jeter. He'll go after the first pitch. He's a 1 for 3 in this ball game. Jeter has picked up a single. We're in the 8th inning. Jeter 0 for 7 lifetime off Wolf. Tell Randy Wolf has been around a while. When you read these at-bats hitters have against him, 40, 50, 60 at-bats. Andino, busy night at second. Well, with a strikeout, Patrick has picked up $100 for every one recorded. And our Maryland Lottery contestant of the game. And so far tonight, 6 strikeouts and $1,100. For all the latest info on new games, current promotions, and second chance contests, visit mdlottery.com today. One away, here's Swisher. Turns around, bat right-handed, and will take it down low for a ball. Swisher hitting .264 right-handed, .265 left. However, the power's been on the other side. 15 of his 20 home runs have been hit left-handed. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That'll be up a little bit, and the count's 2-0. Nick Swisher, that's a strike on the inside corner. Trying desperately to get a ball called on it, trying to get a walk. Yankees need base runners here. 2 ball, 1 strike count. Off speed, up high.
Keeps working Swisher in there. Swisher didn't like that 0-1 pitch where he stood straight up. course, Wolf goes right back in there with a fastball to get the strike, and then a slider attempt right there.
3-1 delivery. That is hit towards the line, and that will be a foul ball. Let's take a look at our AT&T Mobility Trivia Fact. In the Orioles' 7 wins versus the Yankees this year, the bullpen's ERA is .90, and the opponent batting average of the Yankees against them is 185.
Incredible numbers there by the Orioles bullpen, and I mean they've had incredible numbers all year long, and really the true reason why they've had so much success this year, so reliable and dependable out there. That 60-0 record when leading after 7 innings.
3-2 delivery on the way, and that may be the greatest evidence of just how good the bullpen has been, is that 60-0 mark. Strop getting up. Amazing thing to me still is the Orioles came off that road trip 4-2, and Jim Johnson never was in a save situation.
No.
3 ball, 2 strike count on Swisher.
There's Jim Johnson.
Jim got in to work a game just to get his work in. Probably doesn't mind a little rest after being involved in so many of the Oriole wins. 3 ball, 2 strike count. And outside. So Wolf will surrender the walk. And it's time to text in your vote for the AT&T Player of the Game. Here are the candidates tonight. Matt Wieters with a big 3 RBI homer in the first inning. Robert Andino delivering a shot, a home run with 2 down, and he's made 2 fine plays defensively in this game. And Jason Hammel, 5 innings, a run on 6 hits, the Orioles starter. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, 31826. Standing back, Cano. Getting the left fielder McLouth positioned here as to where they want him. Wayne Kirby does that for the outfield. 1-0 delivery in the air to center. Jones backing up. 2 down. Swisher back to first base. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Fans reacting as A-Rod stands in. He's 0 for 2, and he has drawn a walk. Runner at first base, 2 down. Throw over with Swisher not very far off the bag.
Hit to show it. Sometimes you can get some cheap outs that way. The runner isn't expecting you to throw over.
A-Rod 1 for 3 off Wolf in his career. That a home run. Breaking ball in the gap in left center field. McLouth's going to go over to get it. Swisher's going to come to third and be waved home. Orioles had trouble getting it back in, so it'll be an RBI double. So A-Rod delivers, second run for the Yankees to make it a 6-2 ball game.
A-Rod taking advantage of a big gap out there in left center field. Take a look at A-Rod's swing. Nice short, compact, very efficient swing there, and he's so strong. Drives it out into the gap, and then it kicks around a little bit. Nick Swisher able to score from first base on that A-Rod double.
46 RBI of the season. A-Rod playing in his 98th game this year, and that'll be hit number 7. So each team 7 hits in the ball game. 6-2. Eric Chavez 2 down, and that's up high for a ball. Chavez hit into a double play his last time up, 0 for 3 in the ball game for the third baseman. Watches that pitch away, and the count goes to 2-0. Chavez, 7 hits in his last 28 at bats. Has been one of the better bats in the lineup of late, playing both in the outfield and DHing. A-Rod DHing in this one, and of course at third base in place of A-Rod, where he's playing tonight.
Now, he has been so valuable for the New York Yankees. Came over last year and has played a lot more than they thought they were going to have to use him. Very dependable glove, gold glove caliber at third base, and a great left-handed hitter as well.
2-1 delivery to him, sweeping pitches outside. This is what the Yankees want, obviously. They're within the grand slam range again. They're trying to get base runners on, and they are the leaders in home runs in the majors. Little breeze is kicked up, blowing out towards left field at the moment. 3-1 delivery taken, and it's there for a strike.
Nice little 3-run breaking ball right there from Wolf.
Two down. Rodriguez at second. And a walk. So Wolf surrenders the free pass, 2 of them in the inning, and Buck Showalter's on his way out with Russell Martin due to come up. Well, the Yankees making it interesting here in the top half of the 8th inning. The Orioles will go to the bullpen again, and with runners on at first and second and 2 down, an elusive third out. And tomorrow, Saturday rather, don't miss your chance to meet Orioles rookie Manny Machado at the AT&T store on George Kloss Boulevard in Severn. Manny will be signing autographs and meeting fans from 11 a.m. till noon Saturday. This Saturday, AT&T store in Severn. For more details, OriolesReach.com.
Pedro Strop now on in relief, 59 games this year at 5-2 record. Look at that 1.83 earned run average. Of course, been very effective. Probably the best setup man in the game. Typically coming in the 8th inning, righties hitting just 156 off him.
Big at bat right here. Curtis Granderson with home run power. Granderson an RBI and a base hit. He has popped out, struck out. Pedro Strop trying to finish it. There are 2 on. A-Rod got the double, the walk to Chavez. Here's the 0-1 delivery to him. Up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Jones. A-Rod will make the turn to score, and he will. So an RBI single by Granderson, and the Yankees are right back in this ball game. It is a 6-3 game, and they are getting this done with 2 away.
And certainly never safe here against the Yankees. A great powerful offense. Curtis Granderson getting the pitch to handle, driving it up the middle, and you see A-Rod scoring on the end there.
Curtis Granderson getting his first hit off Strop. He'd come in 0 for 2. Still 2 on. Now the potential tying run is at the plate. And over the last couple of games, Russell Martin has been their hot hitter. He's had a single, he struck out and grounded out. 2 down. Strop stepping off, getting no movement from Chavez at second base. There was nobody back there covering. Strop's delivery to him, a swing and a miss. Good pitch down and away.
Such a great pitch there. Been successful with that one all year. That hard slider, 84 miles an hour. Down and away, late break at the end to get the swing.
Martin 3 for 8 off Strop with a home run. 0-1. Blocked. Runners will move up. That one bounced off the equipment as WIETERS blocked it. And far enough for Chavez to get down to third base and Granderson to move down to second.
Well, definitely a cross up there. Matt WIETERS showing some frustration. That's a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Wow, Matt Wieters really lucky he didn't get hurt on that, and probably could have been called a strike. Look at that, right down the middle. With the cross up and the movement by Matt Wieters. Mike Winters calling that one a ball.
1-1. Russell Martin waiting on it. Goes through the fastball, and the count will go to 1-2. Chavez trying to get the attention, maybe create a balk at third base. Running down the line, goes back. Strop steps off. Here's the 1-2 delivery. For Pedro Strop, this is the 6th game this year he's appeared against the Yankees. He's got an 0-1 record and 0-1 in a save opportunity. 5 innings, only 1 run on 3 hits. He has walked 6 Yankees and struck out 2. The reverse of what you would expect from Pedro Strop.
Now, we had some problems up at Yankee Stadium finding the strike zone, a little bit inconsistent from him, but settled down, and his appearance up there in Toronto looked really good. Continues to have great life, sometimes just command.
So he's going to go 3-2, unhappy with himself as he snags at the ball on the way back. Not close on that one. Three ball, 2 strike count, 2 down, and 2 in scoring position. With Martin representing the potential tying run. 3-2 delivery, and he walked him, and they're loaded. So the Yankees working here with 2 away. As Strop has come on, given up a single and a walk. Since there were 2 down, the Yankees have doubled, walked, singled, walked. The next 4 batters that came after the second out. And Dickerson is going to come on and be the pinch hitter.
Chris Dickerson had a home run at Yankee Stadium. The young outfielder from the Yankees has power potential for sure. It'll be a great matchup here between Strop and Dickerson.
Bases loaded, 2 away. Ball game on the line. Dickerson will take the pitch up high for a ball. And that will bring the pitching coach to the mound. Mercader out to have a word. Just settle down. Strop, who's shown a little more emotion in this appearance than we've seen most of the season.
Yeah, really just to settle him down, take a deep breath. Control the emotions out there. You're right, we have not seen him get very emotional and let that affect his game. Always great confidence out there.
Chris Dickerson with the 1-0. Strop's delivery to him, and that's going to miss down low, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes.
Nice live fastball, 98 miles an hour at the bottom of the zone. Could have gone either way, and Dickerson goes in his favor in that one.
O'Day in the bullpen for the Orioles, and the delivery, and it misses. So Strop so far not effective as he falls behind 3-0 with 2 down. And Dickerson, you got to believe he's going to take one right here.
Yeah,
Got Ichiro waiting on deck.
Probably take a couple.
Yeah. 3-0 delivery on the way. Walked him and walks in a run. A bases loaded walk. And this ball game is now 6-4. As the Yankees have answered back with 3 runs so far here in the 8th inning. And Strop unable to find that strike zone. Has walked 2.
Well, it's certainly never easy against the Yankees, but you don't want to beat yourself with some walks. Got to be aggressive in the zone, but dangerous time now with the bases loaded here. Veteran Ichiro at the plate.
Ichiro up. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. .333, and that is taken inside. There you see the base runners here. Granderson, Martin, Dickerson getting the walk. Ichiro with 2 away and a 1-1. Lashes it to right field, a base hit. Granderson will score. Martin will score. It is a 1-run game. And with the other run in, it's tied. So the Yankees have battled back for 5 runs here in the 6th inning. And Ichiro delivers the big hit on a bases loaded bouncing single into right field. And for one of the few times this season, the Orioles bullpen and Pedro Strop unable to get the outs. Runners on at first and third. The Yankees have batted around. Jeter, who started it out grounding out, will be coming up to hit with 2 on and 2 down. So for Pedro Strop, bit stunned over there as he goes no part of an inning, 2 walks and 2 hits, and so far 2 runs charged to him.
Yeah, he's had a tough go his last couple outings against the New York Yankees, but that gives way to Darren O'Day in search of this 3rd out here in the 8th inning. Darren O'Day, as we know, very effective on lefties and righties. Lefties is .217, righties .208. That nice sinker ball from that sidearm slot.
And Derek Jeter is coming to the plate. Runners on at first and third, and 2 down. What an inning for the Yankees. 5 runs in the 8th. This is their leadoff batter who started the inning by grounding out. All of the RBIs have come with 2 away. Runners off first and third. Jeter. That's a strike. Jeter 2 for 6 lifetime off Darren O'Day. Ichiro trying to draw the attention of O'Day at first. He's got a big lead over there. Jeter asking for the timeout.
Darren O'Day has a really good 3rd to 1st move. Catches guys off guard. He's been successful earlier in the year with that move.
0-1 delivered to Jeter, and that's off the 5th, second base. And Dino, and he's got it. But the Yankees do damage big time as a 5-run 8th inning has tied this ball game up at 6 apiece. So the Yankees have battled back to tie it up. There's the line as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, and the Yankees will go to the bullpen again.
Yeah, David Robertson, former closer here, supposed to be the Mariano Rivera predecessor, been in 50 games, 48 2/3 innings pitched. Look at the strikeout, 63. Very effective cutter. That is his pitch of choice. One that gets a lot of swing and misses. Lefties 184, righties 259 off him.
So the first of 4 in this big 4-game set, living up to its billing. As far as the excitement is concerned, the Orioles got those big 4 runs in the first inning, added another in the 4th. Yankees came back with a run in the 4th inning themselves. Orioles added another in the 6th on the Reynolds homer, and then 5 runs on just 3 hits in that 8th inning for the Yankees. They had 4 walks, however. And here is Adam Jones. Strop, a couple of runs on 2 hits in no part of an inning, including 2 walks. Jones against Robertson. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the pitch is strike.
Pretty good life right there on that cutter at 90 miles an hour. Adam Jones's hot spots, though, pretty much all over. Up and in, though, down and away. 269, but boy, you make some mistakes in the middle of the zone and down and in, and Adam Jones will make you pay.
He'll foul that one away. Adam has had a couple of hits and 9 at bats off Robertson, including a home run. Jones, Wieters, and Reynolds due up. Robertson, the 5th pitcher used by the Yankees in this ball game. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Oh my. That one got away. I mean, it wasn't even close to hitting Adam. It was 2 feet behind him.
Yeah, a little breaking ball that just he lost the grip on. Spins up over the top of Adam Jones's head. Still enough to make you nervous. That throws 90 plus.
Robertson now with a 1-ball 2-strike count. Outfield shaded to right. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And in the air to left field. He got out of that one. Goodbye. Home run. Orioles lead.
They have been depending on Adam Jones all year, and once again he comes through in the clutch.
A 4-homer ball game for the Orioles. Now Wieters will foul it off.
Take a look at this swing here from Adam Jones. This cutter comes back over the heart of the plate, and he destroys it left center. That is a bomb. Adam Jones bat coming alive here in September. A couple back-to-back home runs. Look at Pedro Strop. Yes, indeed, he is fired up about that. Gets him off the hook.
Makes O'Day the pitcher of record and gets Jim Johnson up. And the pitch is a strike. Wieters, his big home run, first inning, is 19th. He is flied out and struck out. Adam Jones gets his 28th homer against the Yankees, his 2nd home run of the year, and his 2nd lifetime off Robertson.
Well, the Orioles show resiliency throughout the year, you know, going game to game, but even in the game.
Wieters, he's got a base hit. Played by Ichiro. Wieters gets his 2nd hit of the ball game. He is 2 for 4. The Orioles have had as many as 5 home runs in a ball game this year. That came against Texas. But what a turnaround blow by Jones when the momentum was sliding the other way.
Sliding? It slid.
Yeah.
It went over hard in that last inning.
Larry Rothschild is on his way out. The Yankees have not had action in their bullpen. So Rothschild taking a very slow walk to the mound to talk to Robertson. Robertson in 5 other games against the Orioles this year had given up no runs on just 2 hits. 1 walk and 7 strikeouts. That's the first time the Orioles have been able to get to him. And the left-hander Boone Logan, as you see, just starting to throw.
Yeah, and Mark Reynolds now stepping up to the plate, and I think that's why there's a nice long conversation going on right there. Settle him down and say, hey, you got to make some quality pitches here. The hottest hitter in all of baseball coming up right now, Mark Reynolds.
Reynolds delivering the home run, a solo shot, 6th inning. He too got it all. 7 home runs in the last 7 games. Throw over to get WIETERS back. For Mark Reynolds, the last streak of 7 homers, 7 games, July of 2009 to August of 2009, when he also had 7 and 7.
Well, he's been a dangerous power hitter his whole career. His power number's down a little bit, and the Orioles kind of waiting on him to catch fire, and he certainly has here at the end of August and now into September when they need him most.
Robertson's giving his bullpen a chance to warm up here on these throws to first base. Reynolds will take the pitch. It's down low for a ball. Davis, the left-hander, is on deck, and they want Boone Logan to be ready to go. 1-0 count. WIETERS barely off the bag at first. Delivery to Reynolds, and that's outside for a ball. 2-0.
Nice take on the cutter there. Look at Mark Reynolds. You make a mistake in the middle of the plate or up and in, and he is just destroying those pitches. And those are the ones he's taking advantage of some mistakes.
2-0 count. Chance to ring another one right here. Pitch will be taken for a strike. Good location down and in. For Reynolds against the Yankees this year, he's sitting now over 310. He's had 5 home runs against the Yankees and 11 RBIs. That's just against New York in the 15 games now played. And that'll be outside for a ball. Cody Epley will join Logan. WIETERS on at first base. There's nobody out here in the 8th inning. Reynolds off the mask. I've got a piece of Russell Martin. And the count goes to 3-2.
And Robertson pretty lucky right there. That pitch was in the red zone. Mark Reynolds just missing it. Take a look at this hack from Mark Reynolds. This pitch backs up. Oh, Mark Reynolds just missing. Martin paying the price for the foul ball.
Reynolds 1 for 3 lifetime off Robertson. 3-ball, 2-strike delivery to him in the air to left field. It is deep. Are you kidding me? Goodbye, home run! Unbelievable! He is doing exactly what the Orioles have done all year as a team, causing everyone to go, what?
Wow, you talk about an answer. That is an answer. Man, oh man.
20 home runs on the season, 2 in this ball game, coming against one of the best relievers in the game, David Robertson. And Robertson is going to be out of there, and the Orioles lead it by a score of 9-6. Right after the Yankees got 5 runs to tie the ball game up. The Orioles have come right back in the bottom half of the 8th inning. A homer by Jones, a homer by Reynolds, and the Orioles are back on top. Well, the Orioles and Mark Reynolds in particular have set him rocking again. Another 2-homer ball game for Reynolds. He's now at 4 2-homer games on the year, and 3 of them have been against the Yankees. 2, of course, in New York, and now the 3rd one here, and it's his 18th career 2-homer game.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Mark Reynolds saying, "Come on, guys, jump on, because I am hot right now." Well, Boone Logan trying to come in and calm these Orioles bats down. He's been very, very good this year out of the pen. Lefties 223, righties 231 for the Yankees.
Orioles have equaled their homers in a ball game high this season, 5 that they had against Texas. That one in the air to right field. They just broke it. Goodbye, home run, Chris Davis. Those who came 46,000 plus to see this ball game won't forget it for a long time.
Man, oh man, if the Orioles fans aren't impressed by this output, this is incredible. Of course, Adam Jones starting things off with that solo home run. Mark Reynolds and Chris Davis following suit. Very impressive here. Tough lefty Logan, and Chris Davis feasts on this pitch out over the plate, drives it into the flag cord in right field.
The 5th time this year the Orioles have had back-to-back home runs in a ball game. Reynolds, Flaherty, Reimold, Hardy, Markakis, and now in this ball game Reynolds and Davis. And that's going to be it for Boone Logan. So Logan can't get an out, as Robertson worked to 3 batters and gave up 2 home runs and a single. Logan comes on, faces Davis, and he gives up a home run, and he's out of there. And the Orioles now lead at 10-6. The Orioles' 6-homer ball game setting Camden Yards afire here. A victory will move them back into a tie with the Yankees for first place in the East. The Yankees made an incredible comeback in the 8th inning when they picked up 5 runs to tie the ball game up at 6-6, and the Orioles immediately come back. Jones getting a homer to start it, a single by WIETERS, a Reynolds home run, and then with a change of pitchers, Robertson out, Logan on. Davis homers, back-to-back shots, and here's Lowe.
Derek Lowe, the veteran righty, in relief. And now the Yankees going to their 6th reliever. They might be feeling the effects of this. All these guys have been up and had to pitch down in the bullpen. 6 of them being used in the opening game of this 4-game set. Going to be interesting to see what happens here in the next few games.
There's still nobody out here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. 4 up, 4 in. Manny Machado. Machado is 0 for 3 in the ball game. The Manny chant going. That'll be outside for a 1-1 count. Really an amazing ball game.
Amazing day.
Yeah.
My goodness.
1-1, swung on and missed on the breaking ball away. Lowe, another one of those pitchers who's been a starter throughout his career. Cal Ripken Jr. Day has been sprinkled with a little O's magic, don't you think?
Sure has.
The sculptor unveiled. Fans still out there taking a look at it in Legends Park. Here's the 1-2, and that is swung on and missed. He got him. And the first out of the inning. Follow the Orioles with the MLB.com at Bat12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at Bat 31826 or go to Orioles.com for details. Here's Andino. He's had a home run. 6 home runs in the ball game for the Orioles. A long time ago, Jason HAMMEL started, gave up 1 run, 6 hits in 5 innings. a ball game in which pitchers actually were dominating a bit to left field. Now to stay up, Dickerson is out there, makes the catch. Hammel non-decision, so was David Phelps, the starter for the Yankees. It's O'Day and Robertson now, pitchers of record. He got a line drive by Cano, hit him on the elbow in the 4th inning. Ricocheted all the way out into left field. He stayed on and he pitched for 5. And obviously they've got that taken care of right now, and just hope, wait and see, hope it's all right. There's a slow roller. Lowe's got a cover. Real nice play made by Swisher. He got it over there in time to get the out. But what an inning for the Orioles. Jones, his 28th of the year. 2 batters later, Reynolds second of the game, 20th of the year. The next batter, Chris Davis, his 24th of the year. The Orioles 3 outs away from the win. Over 46,200, a sellout crowd, and they have seen themselves an unbelievable game. And the Orioles are 3 outs away from winning it and moving into a tie for first with the Yankees.
Yeah, the fans have seen exactly what the Orioles have been doing all year long. Late inning heroics, some great pitching, some solid defense. Jim Johnson now, their closer extraordinaire, on in relief.
So Johnson will try and finish it up. Nick Swisher, Robinson, Cano, and A-Rod due up. Jim Presley on the right, the hitting coach. Jogging to Davis, who's delivered, Chris Davis, who's delivered one of the dingers. 10 runs, 11 hits for the Orioles, 6-9-0 for the Yankees. That'll be outside for a ball. The Orioles' last 6-homer game was August 28 of 2007 against Tampa, and they lost. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Swisher will foul that one back. If you're looking for a 7-homer game for the Yankees, you got to go all the way back to 1985. They don't want to have a chance to hit another home run. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swisher will take it down low.
Pitch at the bottom of the zone right there from Jim Johnson. 96 miles an hour with some sink.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th inning. That'll be fouled back. Swisher reached on a walk his last time up and scored in that big 8th inning. Officially 0 for 2 with a couple of walks drawn in the ball game. Derek Jeter and the Orioles bench all watching. Here's the 2-2 delivery. You can be guaranteed of one thing, the way this game has gone, especially the last inning. There's nobody on either team who's going to breathe easy until, as Yogi said, the fat lady has sung.
That's right. Both offenses really powerful. Orioles offense taking advantage of the long ball tonight and showing that you can never give up on this team.
3-2, stopped by Reynolds. I'd like to buy stock in Mark Reynolds. I'll take 100 shares. I don't care what the cost is. Updating you on the vote for our AT&T Player of the Game. There are the results so far. Jason Hammel, the starter, on top. Text in your vote, A, B, or C, 31826. Results on the O's Extra post-game show.
Yeah, Mark Reynolds has just been so solid, just getting better and better at first base. Saw him dig a ball out of the dirt from J.J. Hardy to save an error early in the ball game, and then a great play right there defensively by Mark.
Here is Robinson Cano, one away in the Yankee half of the 9th inning. Johnson's pitch to him will be taken first strike. The Yankees have got to take that first strike here to see if they can draw a walk or two to get the potential tying run to the plate in the inning. 0-1 delivery on the way. Up high, 1-1.
Yeah, they showed their patience there in the 8th inning, drawing the 4 walks, which led to that big inning and the 5 runs to tie the game.
Cano is 6 for 21 lifetime off the Oriole closer. 1-1 delivery. And there's a base hit into right field. So Cano gets his second hit of the ball game. He's had 2 singles. And the Yankees have 1 on here in the top of the 9th inning with 1 out. Rodriguez, the designated hitter. RBI double his last time up. 1 for 3 and a walk. Rodriguez with Chavez to follow. And he'll take the pitch on the outside corner.
Great location with that fastball, 94 miles an hour. A little two-seamer brings it back over the corner. It's that first strike.
3 for 15 against Jim Johnson for the Yankee DH. Infield at double play depth. The 0-1 delivery to him. That's inside corner.
Great location with that heater. Just painting the corners on A-Rod right now.
Los Angeles watching. 0-2 delivery. Runner off first base. 1-2 pitch. Rodriguez takes. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Continuing to try to work that outside corner. A-Rod not biting.
Two and two. Cano. Couple of steps off first base. 2-2 delivery. A-Rod down to third. There's 1. No play at first. Manny Machado.
Nice reaction by the young third baseman Manny Machado. We talked about his pre-pitch a little bit yesterday. Nice bounce, good first step. Nice play down the line on the line drive by A-Rod.
2 away in the 9th. 1 more out, and each team will be 77 and 60. Chavez 0 for 3, a walk and a run scored. 0-1 delivery.
Jim Johnson, he's known for that fastball, that nice heater, but he has so many weapons that he can get hitters out with. A great changeup with nice late action at the end there. Get Chavez to swing and miss.
0-2 count, 2 down. Crowd will let you know. There it is. The Orioles have taken game 1. Cal with a little magic brought to the ballpark on his night. And the Orioles a lot of magic with a 6-homer ball game. The Orioles and Yankees are tied again for first place in the East. O'Day will get the win over Robertson as the Orioles in the bottom half of the 8th inning, the first 4 batters scored. The Orioles now have taken the lead over the Yankees in the season series as they are 8-7 against New York. And a ball game that had about every twist and turn you could possibly imagine. Adam Jones got the home run in the 8th inning to put the Orioles back on top. On the season now, 18 of Jones's 28 homers. 18 out of 28 have either tied the game or given the Orioles the lead in a ball game. Doing it again tonight, and he joins us right now. Can you breathe now, Adam?
I can breathe. Who am I looking at? What camera? You? All right, how you doing?
Good. How about that for a ball game? How do you feel? I mean,
I feel awesome, man. This crowd is unbelievable. I mean, having this kind of support, it's the kind of game we want it, and it's unbelievable.
The home run bat's coming back for you. Do you feel that? Do you feel you got the power bat back again?
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to just get back to swinging the bat the way I know I can, and my team has picked me up when I throughout my struggles, and now I feel better at the plate. So hopefully we all can just ride this September out.
You've got a teammate at first base who right now is on fire.
Yes.
You ever seen anything like that?
Well, I mean, I've told him he can hit, he can get 20 really quickly. And, I remember a couple weeks ago he had like 7 or 8, and he's at 20. So, man, he can hit them quickly. And, they've all been big in the last month or so. And
a comment on Jason Hammel coming back and starting this ball game.
We needed him. Our starter pitching has been awesome all year. Our bullpen has been great. But getting him back out there has been a big relief for our staff. And, the electricity in this crowd today was pretty magnificent.
Adam, thanks very much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Adam Jones, who got what was the game winner, that home run. And the Orioles come away with a 10-6 win in the opener. And it's pie time again. Those who giveth also getteth.